Hey, everybody. This is Dr. Doug Smith here, and Alex is here with me. It is great to be back with everybody. I hope everybody had a great weekend. We're in that holiday time of the year between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and we've got a lot to be thankful for. The book is coming along wonderfully. We should hear from the lawyer this afternoon in about an hour. Uh, this is the lawyer. She has expressed an interest in filing the first wave of the mass tort lawsuits, which is we've got to get these lawsuits filed because nothing else is going to save our people. The FDA, the bureaucracies are they're part of the problem, and they refuse to become a part of the solution. And the only way we're gonna save lives is to take this into court. So my fingers are crossed, and I'm hopeful that we get good news from the attorney today. Uh, I'd call it 50-50 at best. She may take a look at this and go, I am really not up for filing lawsuits against, Johnson and Johnson and uh, McKesson and AmerisourceBergen and CVS Pharmacy and Walgreens Pharmacy and Walmart. These are huge companies that are involved. And she may look at it and go, I'm not up for this. That's just more than I want to take on at this point. And then we'll have to go and find a new lawyer interested. But eventually somebody's going to help us file the lawsuit, and I'm hopeful it will be her. So we will hear something in about an hour or so, supposedly. She did say she was going to read chapters 1 through 5 of the book, and we'll see if she did. I hope she did. Um, Chapter 5 in particular, I think, is an appropriate chapter to discuss in terms of the mass tort lawsuits, uh, and chapter 6, which uh, I have not gotten back from the editors yet. And chapter 6 is very much about what you see on the screen in front of you. It's what we presented to the FDA. And the question in chapter 6, the question is, did we present overwhelming scientific evidence to the FDA? Okay, because if we did, then the next question is, did the FDA ignore overwhelming scientific evidence? And that's the evidence, at least part of it, not all of it. That's part of it on the screen in front of you. And the evidence is how incredibly well buprenorphine helps our people. Now, for those of you who have been sick and in withdrawal and have taken a dose of buprenorphine to get out of withdrawal, you don't need a graph to tell you how well buprenorphine works. You lived it. But for people who have not lived it and have not experienced it, a visual is all that they can use to try and understand what you went through. So they're on those 4 graphs, and I like the way it's done one above the other. Okay, on the left hand side, the column in red, that's our people when they're sick and when they're in opioid withdrawal, the sickness that we call the signature disease. The reason that we call it the signature disease is because that's the accurate term to use, because it is a disease that is caused by the genetic damage of the opioids, and there is no other disease like it in the world, and nothing causes it other than the opioids. Thus, the legal term signature disease. Okay. And as you can see there in those 4 graphs, okay, when our people are sick with the signature disease, what most people call opioid withdrawal, okay, there on top there, you can see the symptoms of the neurotoxicity are very severe. Okay, you put them on buprenorphine, those symptoms go away. Okay, they don't feel sick anymore. Okay, drop down to the next chart down below it. Okay, when the sickness goes away, the opioid craving goes away. Okay, our people really don't have any interest in taking the opioids once they're not sick. Okay, and then drop down one more chart. If the opioid craving goes away, they don't buy anything. Okay, they're on buprenorphine. Why do they need to go out and buy anything? Why do they want to go out and buy anything? And that just shatters this ridiculous concept by the psychiatrist that our people were taking opioids to get high. No, they weren't. They were taking opioids to not be sick. And when they're not sick, they don't want opioids. They don't buy opioids. Okay. And that's what that data is saying right there. When our people are not sick, they don't want opioids. They don't buy opioids. Okay. Because our people never were opioid addicts. That's just more misinformation from the psychiatrist. And then the bottom graph there, shocker, if people aren't out buying fentanyl, they don't have fentanyl overdoses. Okay, so the overdoses just disappear. And that right there shows the effectiveness of buprenorphine. Okay. Now we have had this in front of the FDA for over 3 years. They're still playing games with us. I last week I thought there was a glimpse of light, a shiver of a sliver of hope. But they're still playing games with us. We're going to have to get the book published, and then use the book to put pressure on the FDA. Okay. And that's something that Alex and I were talking about over the weekend and today, that, we have the email addresses of the people that are playing games with us. Why wouldn't we just turn these email addresses over to the people and let the people send them an electronic copy of the book? Okay. What a beautiful way to protest. Send them an electronic copy of the book. Okay. I'm pretty excited about that. And I think Alex is too. Alex figured out a great way to do it, which is what Alex does. He figures out great ways to accomplish things. He's just a great guy to work with. We're very, very fortunate, very blessed to have Alex working with us. It would be devastating for us to lose Alex right now, especially as we're nearing completion of the book and getting ready to make the book available. And frankly, the book wasn't written for money. Okay, the book was written to help the process of helping our people. So I don't care I literally don't care if we send free electronic copies of the book to people at the FDA, people at HHS, people at the CDC, people in Congress, people in the House, people in the Senate, people in the White House. If sending them a copy of an electronic copy of the book could be helpful, or is a great way to give voice to our people. Okay, our people need voice. Lord knows they need voice. Then that's what we'll do. All right, everybody. We will hold here for today. Wish us luck on the conversation coming up with the attorney here in less than an hour. I hope to get good news. I hope she says, let's file, but she may just as well say, this isn't for me. And that's okay. That's okay. It's a process. And we will respect her decision no matter what it is. But for today, we're going to hold here on our podcast. Everybody, we will be back tomorrow. Everybody have a great evening. Please send us your thoughts and emails. Alex and I love to get them. Don't forget to like and subscribe to us. Don't forget to post this podcast on your social media and everybody else's social media. Let's get the word out there, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.